Hey folks, what's going on? Ash here to chat for a bit about Nintendo's brand spanking new Nintendo Switch 2 edition upgrade for Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition. And this is a bit of an interesting one. So we've been busy putting together a side-by-side comparison of the Switch 1 and Switch 2 versions, as well as a frame rate analysis to see just where everything lands with this new update. And to be honest, it's a bit of a mixed bag. So, first of all, let's talk about what the trailer or what the update promises in the trailer. Basically, it comes down to enhanced performance up to 60 frames per second and enhanced image quality up to 4K. All right, so you're getting that for the asking price of $5. So, that's a little weird. It's a paid upgrade, and in the past, we've had free upgrades that just add performance improvements and that's it. We've also had paid upgrades that actually add new content. In this case, we're getting a paid upgrade that's cheaper than your typical paid upgrade, to be fair, at $5. But it's not adding any new content. To be clear, there's no new story or gameplay content in this update. It is solely performance and image quality enhancements. So, the fact that you're being asked to throw down $5 for this does raise the question, is it a worthy upgrade? And what we've found here is a bit of a mixed bag, although that does change a bit depending on whether you're playing in TV mode or handheld mode. So let's talk about TV mode first. Generally, what we've found is that the Switch 2 edition is a clear night and day improvement over the original, with the trailer's claims pretty well adhered to. Not entirely, but pretty well. So in TV mode, you're not going to get like 60 FPS 100% of the time, but you're going to get it most of the time. Dips into the range of 56 to 59 FPS are common in busier areas like New Los Angeles, but on the flip side, performance does clock in at a pretty consistent 60 FPS when flying around Mira in Skells or engaging in combat, and just most of the time during general gameplay. Again, not a 100% consistent smooth 60 FPS, but it gets there the vast majority of the time, we would say, based on our limited testing so far. The image quality, though, is a bit different. So it doesn't deliver true 4K resolution, contrary to the claims in the trailer. But that said, we do think the output is still a significant improvement over the Switch 1. And more or less, it's fair to say that Planet Mira has never looked better. Now, that said, we have noticed some weird kind of like shimmery effects on some of the textures and almost like a wobbly effect on some of the visuals, and particularly the textures that it doesn't look horrible, but it definitely looks weird, and it's not something that was there before. But by and large, we do think with TV mode, it is a generally pretty large improvement, especially with regard to performance, more so performance than image quality. Now, that said, those weird wobbly, shimmery effects I talked about earlier are a lot more prevalent in handheld mode. Now, unfortunately, I don't have footage of handheld mode to show you here in this video, but a bunch of us on the team have played in handheld mode and have found that the image quality is just really weird with those kind of shimmery, wobbly texture effects that I mentioned a little bit ago. You do see them in TV mode a bit, but they're much more prevalent in handheld mode. And so that's where the conversation gets a little complicated, right? Now, that said, the performance enhancements are still there in handheld mode. So if you're mostly looking for improved frame rate, you're still going to get it in handheld mode, and you don't have to worry about that. But if you are more concerned about image quality, it's not necessarily a done deal that this paid upgrade is a positive one. This could, in some people's eyes, end up being a paid downgrade. It really is just kind of dependent. It's like the eye of the beholder. Your mileage may vary. But, if you're primarily concerned about image quality, you may want to think twice before dropping $5 on this paid upgrade, because it's not necessarily an upgrade across the board. But if you are primarily concerned about performance, you have a lot less to worry about in handheld mode. There's also some anti-aliasing going on, which is nice. It's nice to see, because that runs counter to some of Nintendo's other Switch 2 upgrades, like Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild, which don't really have a whole lot of, or really any anti-aliasing going on. So it's nice to see some effort made on that front, but that also might be what's resulting in some of the weird image quality issues that I've been talking about. So we're not really sure what's going on here. All in all, it's mostly positive, I would say, or we would say, but if you're primarily a handheld player, maybe the picture's a little bit less positive, no pun intended. So really, it's up to you. It's just a little strange that this isn't an upgrade across the board, given that it is a paid upgrade. And Yeah, so we're a little bit mixed on it, but at the end of the day, it's up to you. We want to know what you think in the comments. Obviously, please do enjoy the rest of the video. We've got the side-by-side comparison going on right now. In a little bit, you'll be seeing a load times comparison side-by-side, and then we'll be finishing things up with the frame rate analysis. So thank you so much for watching. We really hope you enjoy the rest of the video, and see you soon. Bye.
sorry about this.
Ready when you
We're
are.
already dead. And we've got to aim now. We got a shot.
Huh?
Super hot! Start counting your misery. That's our plan! Opportunity knocks. Top of gunfire. Try this on.